Have you ever thought to yourself, man, if I can only go back in time knowing what I know now, my life would be so different? Today I want to share with you a few of those things that I wish that I knew when I began my fitness journey so that you can have a head start in yours. Number one, a great physique is accomplished over massive amounts of time. Just be super realistic. It doesn't take 6 or 10 weeks to change your body completely, regardless what this website says. It takes dedication and hard work. I was a very, very skinny kid. It took me many, many years. I had to work that much harder. But as long as you're not setting yourself up for disappointment, you'll have an advantage over what I had. I was always let down because it wasn't happening fast enough. Be realistic. It's a long-term game. It's not a sprint. Number two, nutrition is 80% of the battle. When I was 26, I got up to 252 pounds because I read you have to eat, eat, eat. I swear I thought I looked amazing. Needless to say, I did not. I was focused on quantitative and not qualitative stuff. So feed yourself the best types of fuel, the right types of fuel, and you will accomplish a much greater physique. Number three, prioritize good form over lifting heavy weights. I want you to focus on stretch and squeeze. We'll talk about that next. I want you to focus on avoiding those injuries that you might be having by throwing around weight. I want you to focus on multi-angular training, building the interior, the exterior of this muscle. I want you to focus on building an art project, okay? That's ultimately what this is. Number four, stretch and squeeze. This is the most important aspect of muscle growth. So we're gonna use a bicep curl as an example. When you take the weight, you wanna stretch with the muscle. You want those muscle fibers to expand. You want blood to get driven in there. You want oxygen to get in there. That's how we grow. And then at the peak of your movements, you gotta squeeze that muscle. You wanna focus on expanding it. Your muscle wants to get used to being that big, and you want it to get used to being there. That's the state it should be in. Drive it into that state. Number five, find great training partners, and preferably ones that know more than you do. I've had so many great training partners, from Kevin to Mary to Johnny Johnson to Billy to, I can name so many. You know what they helped me do? They helped me show up, and that's half this battle. So find great training partners. It helps you show up at work. It helps you get more done and learn more. Next thing, number six, find out what type of cardio does not bore you. It took me way too long to figure out because I was watching boxing every Saturday night for 15, 20 years. Now I box. I bring my wrist wraps, I bring my boxing gloves, I dance around, I jump rope, I plank. I sweat more than I ever did when I was wasting 2 hours a day on the stationary bike. That being said, you gotta figure out what works for you. Okay, I have a friend Susie who jumps from treadmill to elliptical to Stairmaster. She does that. I used to watch Gordon Ramsay yell at people. Whatever works for you, whatever gets the job done, figure out what it is sooner than later. It'll save you a lot of time. And my final tip is a life tip. Professionally, if you do not like what you're doing, change something immediately. I don't really need to say more about that. If you don't like what you're doing, change something immediately. I want you to be happy as well as fit. So my name is Gino Richter. Please go to myrichterscale.com. Share this video if you found it helpful in any which way. And get started on a meal plan. It's May. I don't need to tell you, it's almost July. Get started. I want to help you. Reach out to me. I'm here for you. This is what I want to help you do. Accomplish the best physique you've ever accomplished. My name's Gino Richter again. Thanks so much for listening.